You want to lock in and look absolutely shredded, and I'm going to run you through everything that you need to know if you want to do this. I'm going through a 4-week lock-in right now. I did this exactly last year, but for a little bit longer, and these are my fat loss results over the years. I know everything when it comes to fat loss, and I've done everything. So this is all you need to know. There's 3 pillars, okay, or 3 things that you need to do. Everything to do with weight training, your cardio, and your eating. Your eating is the most important. It's about 80% of it, so you need to get that in check because you cannot out-train a bad diet. First, let's just start off with that, okay? So when it comes to food, I like to start off with your maintenance calories and go down from there. I'm a nutritionist, so I'm a coach, and this is usually what I do. I rearrange your macros, and that's what you should be doing. So making sure that you're hitting enough protein, that's top 1 priority, because when you lose the body fat, you do not want it to be weight, and you definitely don't want it to be muscle. So you want to make sure that you're getting enough protein and you're increasing your carbohydrates. The reason that you want to do this is when you're eating less, it means that you're going to be less energized. You're going to have less fuel in your body to continue to go. What's going to give you energy is carbohydrates, particularly if you pair it with fiber. So some things like oats, things like sweet potato. This is going to be a slow releasing energy throughout the day, which means that you're just going to feel better. It's not going to be as hard. So making sure that you're increasing your carbohydrates. I like to have 50% of my calories be carbohydrates, then split the rest between protein and fats. And once you kind of have your maintenance, you can go down from there. And starting at your maintenance calories, if you've never done this before, is really helpful because it doesn't take away too much at the start, and you can start incorporating your exercise and your cardio. So moving on to weight training, you don't need to weight train 6 or 7 days a week. You only really need to weight train 4 times a week. Anything extra of that is just fun, but the main point is that you need to prioritize your recovery because that's really important as well. And it's also when you're eating less, it's also going to be harder for your body to recover, hence why it's really important that you're having your protein and your carbohydrates to make that process easier on your when you're weight training. The reason why this is the best for fat loss is because you're not only burning the calories in the moment, but you're actually burning the calories, the next day and the day after that, because your muscles are repairing. That's where, again, your diet plays into the fact of your recovery, but it means that you don't need to train every single day in order to see the results. As long as you're training the muscle group that you want to grow 2 times a week, that's the most important. And the third factor is cardio. This is something that I find you don't really need to do anything super high intense, especially if it doesn't really resonate with you or you find it's really hard to stick to and stay consistent at. So for me, for example, I found that when I started incorporating Stairmaster, doing like 30 minutes, 45 minutes every single day, or even 2 times a week, I got so hungry, and I found it even harder to be in a calorie deficit, and I just felt like I was losing my mind. But steps are really powerful because you're not using too many carbohydrates in your body or too much energy, but you're burning fat, and it's easier to stay consistent at. So 10,000 steps is something that I do every single day. And then the thing that I do instead of Stairmaster or instead of HIIT cardio, I find that's best for me is actually just incline walking. So during the week or when I'm doing my weight training sessions, I'll do 30 minutes of my walking be incline, and then I can progress that from there. But incline walking has been the best. I feel like it doesn't make me too hungry. I'm burning a little bit more calories. I'm exuding a little bit more energy in order to see better results. And then I don't have to drop my calories as much. So I guess that's my little cheat sheet when it comes to locking in, getting absolutely shredded, and everything that works for me. Let me know if you have any questions, and let's get absolutely snatched together.